Hello everybody. So we just got the official trailer for Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, and I don't really want to waste too much time because I've been waiting since last night to watch this thing, so without further ado, let's get into my reaction and thoughts on the trailer for Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. Let's go! Close up on the eyes.
Every night, I dream the same dream.
It's gonna be like a prophecy or something, right? Cool transition.
The nightmare begins.
What's the thing with the watch, with the broken watch?
To do
From like What If?
to protect our world. You cannot control everything, Strange.
Yeah, show him what's up. Sam Raimi.
Way between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Wanda.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right. I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Robots. Ultron robots.
We should tell him the truth.
What was that? Oh, these visuals are gonna be crazy.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! You become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
We already got like a cool cameo at the end. No. Okay. I thought they might put like a cool cameo at the end of it, but I think they're saving the cool cameos in the multiverse for when the actual thing comes out. I think I want to watch the trailer one more time before I talk about it, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, man, I am so hyped for this movie. That trailer got me so hyped. Oh man, so there's gonna be the visuals of this are gonna be so awesome. You know, you got some cool visuals. Obviously, the first Doctor Strange with the whole, you know, the city, you know, falling into itself and all the crazy weird things. So it's gonna be really cool to see what they do here, since now, like, you know, the first Doctor Strange had the origin story going on, and so now with this one you have him already established. You can do really, really crazy, cool visuals so much in this movie, so I just think that's going to be such a fun thing to see. It seems like there's going to be like these like monsters coming through the multiverse that he's going to have to fight. That's going to be cool. I guess that's going to also add to like the horror aspect of it, because this is supposed to be sort of like a horror movie in the MCU, so that's going to be interesting to see how they kind of, you know, how like that kind of plays out using these monsters in that way. Obviously, of course, Sam Raimi is directing this, so I guess, you know, before he did Spider-Man, his big thing was doing like horror movies, and so it's cool to see him kind of see how he kind of brings that into this and kind of connects. You know, I mean, you could see in like this, you know, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man trilogy, some horror elements, like when one big moment is in the second one when when Doc Ock wakes up and he's taking out all of the doctors and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting to see like how he uses that here. We get a lot of Wanda. You know, much more Wanda in this trailer than we got in the teaser that we got as the post-credit scene of No Way Home. So it's cool we get to see more of Wanda, and kind of seeing like she'll be playing a pretty big part in this movie. She'll probably have an interesting story character arc going on for her in this. Like she even says to Doctor Strange, like, "Oh, you break the rules, you become a hero. I break the rules, I become the villain. That doesn't seem right." And so, I wonder, is she gonna be the villain in the movie? Is she gonna like turn into the villain? I don't know. I don't think she's gonna be flat out the villain of the movie, because like too many people love Wanda for them to just flat out make her the villain. But I think she'll be sort of like she'll be fighting Doctor Strange, and she'll kind of have to be redeemed at the end of it or something. But she'll kind of maybe go down the wrong path a little bit in this movie. But it won't be like, no, she just turns evil and he has to stop her and kill her or something. Like, no, I think it'll be more of like, she's doing the wrong thing. It's understandable why she's doing what she's doing, but Doctor Strange has to stop her, and she ends up realizing what she was doing is wrong, and, I don't know. That might be where they're going, or it could just be she's just a good guy, and that's sort of like, just like a character struggle she's having in the movie, is like, coming to terms with what she did in Westview and all of that. Yes, that'll be interesting. I mean, Wanda's great, and I'm sure her storyline here is going to be amazing. Let's see, what else happened? Like I said, when I first finished watching the trailer, I thought they might add in a cameo at the end, like somebody from one of the other, multiverses that you could be like, oh, I know him from that thing, but at the same time, it's like, you kind of want to save that for when the final movie comes out, so you're not, like, spoiling it. Like, with No Way Home, they, I think they were able to, like, show the other, the villains from the other Spider-Man movies in it, because you were holding back the big ones that were Tobey and Andrew, so I think in this, it's like, there's really not, like, the, there's really, I don't think there's going to be any that they're really going to show us before the movie comes out, because the whole thing is going to be cool multiverse, seeing characters we've seen in other things and here, so I think there's not like a part of it where it's like, oh, some of them, you can show because it's not that big. Like, all of them are going to be pretty big, I would assume. So, so I think it was a good move not to show anything and just kind of just talk about the multiverse and, just show, like, original multiverse things going on. Like, there's, like, one where he's looking at a statue of himself, I think. That seems like another multiverse he'll find his way in. That'll be interesting. Like, because on the one hand, I'm like, it's so cool if we see, like, the characters from other, like, outside of MCU Marvel movies. Like, we see Chris Evans as Human Torch, or Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, or I guess, like, just talks about, like, Tom Cruise being in it as a Tony Stark variant, which isn't like a, that's not in, like, the same sense of, like, Hugh Jackman Wolverine showing up. Like, it's not like he was in something before and we're seeing him return. It's, like, it's a cool thing, like, it's a cool, like, behind-the-scenes kind of thing where, like, Tom Cruise was originally going to, or, like, at one point he was going to be Tony Stark, and so it's cool. Like, it would be cool to see him as a Tony Stark variant in here. There's some talks of that. Where is it going with that? Oh, yeah, so, on the one hand, while that stuff is really cool, part of me also just is excited to just see, like, the original multiverse stuff that they'll do. Just original scenarios, like, kind of like what if, like, having Doctor Strange kind of go into, different universes in the multiverse and seeing what changed, and not really connecting it to something we've seen before, having an original thing. I think that's just cool in and of itself, to explain, like, how, just to show how certain details changed and now this world is completely different. We might be connecting it to what if, because obviously we see Supreme Strange here again, because we saw him in the trailer teaser we got, again, as post-credit scene for No Way Home, and we see him again here, kind of like the same scene that we saw before, the same clip, but so cool that they show him again, like, yeah, he's gonna be in it. They show Mordo in this trailer. Not sure what his deal is going to be, how he's gonna fit into it, because obviously in the post-credit scene in Doctor Strange, he was, there's like no more sorcerers, or too many sorcerers, and he's gonna kind of, go after sorcerers who aren't deserving of their powers, and kind of like just take out all the sorcerers. So that'll be interesting to see how he kind of fits into this. How it fits into the whole multiverse storyline going on. Like if, how to like fit in. If it's going like, hopefully it won't be like a, won't be like a distracting thing where it doesn't really fit with it. It's just like oh, you just kind of had to do that because you set that up here, but you really want to do the multiverse stuff. I'm hoping that's not what happens here. I feel like it would be very easy for them to, make it so it's just kind of like a weird plotline that they kind of are, feel like obligated to do in this movie, but they really want to do the multiverse stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I am very excited for this movie. I think it's going to be so good exploring the multiverse, possibly seeing some cameos from other people, from other outside of MCU projects, seeing these monsters coming through from the multiverse and some horror elements to it because of Sam Raimi. Wanda, again, of course, Wanda, I think she'll be great here. I'm excited. I'm excited for this movie. I think it's going to be one of the best Marvel movies ever. So, cannot wait for this movie to come out. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the Doctor Strange and his multiverse official trailer. Please comment below yours, and remember to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and maybe check out some of my other videos. And with that said, that's a wrap.